Have you noticed that time feels different lately? Days pass like minutes, and yet some moments stretch into eternity, as if reality itself is breathing with you. If that sounds familiar, it's because your consciousness has reached a threshold most people never realize exists, the acceleration point. You didn't find this message by accident. It found you because your quantum field is ready for activation. There's a pulse moving through the collective right now. A silent frequency calling certain souls to remember how reality actually shifts. You are one of them. Most people try to change their lives through force affirmations, effort, visualization, but all of that operates inside the slow lane of the mind. The real transformation doesn't happen through doing, it happens through frequency alignment, through a precise moment when your inner field becomes so coherent that time itself bends around your awareness. In the next few minutes, you'll discover something most spiritual seekers never learn: the fastest quantum technique for shifting realities instantly. No struggle, no waiting, no mental effort, just pure synchronization between your heart, your brain, and the field that holds every version of you. Imagine your reality as a vast ocean of light. Each thought sends ripples, Emotion directs currents. But when coherence activates, when thought and emotion merge into one harmonious frequency, you no longer create waves. You become the tide itself. The universe stops resisting you because you've become indistinguishable from its flow. That's the hidden acceleration code. It's not about thinking faster or believing harder. It's about dissolving into the still point where creation happens instantly. Ancient mystics called it samadhi. Modern physicists call it quantum coherence. And you are about to feel it moving through your body. There's only one reason this message appeared in your timeline. Your field has reached critical velocity. You've been sensing it, the surges of energy, the déjà vu, the feeling that something massive is about to unfold. It's not anticipation, it's recognition. Your future self is calling from a higher frequency. So before we begin, take a breath slow, deep, intentional. Feel the air as it enters your chest. That's not just oxygen. It's information. It's the universe reminding you you are not waiting for reality to shift. Reality is waiting for you to become coherent. Because the moment you remember how to breathe in alignment with the field, your acceleration begins. Have you ever wondered why? Even after deep meditation or powerful manifestations, life still seems to move in slow motion. You feel a change inside you: clarity, alignment, expansion. Yet your external world drags behind, as if trapped in invisible glue. That's not failure. That's the observer lag. In quantum terms, your consciousness is the projector, and reality is the holographic screen. When you shift your frequency internally, the film changes instantly, but the light still has to travel across the room. That moment of travel, that subtle delay before the new scene appears, is the lag between your inner coherence and the world's reflection of it. Most people panic during that gap. They interpret the pause as proof that nothing is happening. And that single doubt restabilizes the old frequency. It's like hitting refresh on an outdated version of yourself. The universe was already rearranging itself for your new timeline until you reobserved the old one with fear. This is why change often feels exhausting. You're not stuck. You're simply caught between two overlapping frames of reality, the one that's dissolving and the one being born. The quantum field doesn't rush. It waits for you to stop checking whether it's working. Think of it like a quantum echo. Every old emotion, belief, and memory vibrates for a moment after you've outgrown it. Just like a bell keeps ringing after the strike, the echo isn't the past coming back. It's energy completing its cycle. So if things feel slow right now, don't push harder. Don't stare at the old screen. Let the projection catch up to the new film that's already playing in your frequency, because the delay isn't a problem, it's proof. It means your field is recalibrating, your old timeline collapsing, and your new reality aligning to meet you. The observer lag isn't resistance. It's the final flicker before the light fully changes color. Most people try to escape the delay by working harder, visualizing longer, meditating deeper, repeating affirmations louder, but effort is the slow lane of reality creation. Every time you try to shift, you're secretly affirming that the shift hasn't happened yet. Effort broadcasts lack. Coherence broadcasts completion. Imagine driving with your foot on the accelerator while the other foot presses the brake. The engine roars, but the car barely moves. That's what happens when you use willpower instead of frequency. The mind pushes, the energy resists, and reality mirrors the conflict back to you as stagnation. In the quantum field, speed isn't measured in distance or time, it's measured in alignment. A single second of pure coherence is faster than 1,000 hours of mental effort. Why? Because coherence collapses probability instantly. The moment your thoughts and emotions vibrate in harmony, the field receives a clear command. The wave knows exactly which form to take. But when your thoughts say, "I am abundant," and your energy whispers, "I'm still lacking," the universe gets mixed signals. It waits not as punishment, but as precision. The field doesn't make mistakes. It mirrors the strongest vibration you hold. That's why forcing reality never works. The universe doesn't respond to pressure. It responds to resonance. The faster you relax, the faster you move, the quieter you become, the clearer the command. Heart math researchers and quantum consciousness pioneers like when that happens, the body becomes a living transmitter of new timelines. So the key isn't more action, it's more coherence. Because your willpower slows, your shift coherence accelerates it. And if that's true, one question remains: if effort creates drag, what replaces it? The first sign that your field is ready to accelerate isn't found in your thoughts, it's found in your perception of time. You begin to notice that the clock no longer feels linear. Hours vanish during deep focus, while minutes in ordinary situations stretch endlessly. This isn't exhaustion or distraction, it's temporal flexibility, your consciousness learning to operate beyond Newtonian time. It begins subtly. You think about someone and they text within seconds. You visualize an outcome and coincidences rearrange instantly to match it. These are not random manifestations. They're quantum precursors, early signals that your field is vibrating fast enough to influence probability in real time. Reality starts to shimmer. Conversations feel rehearsed. Moments repeat with eerie familiarity. And dreams begin to merge with waking life. You're not imagining it. These are timeline ripples, your awareness catching glimpses of parallel versions of yourself. The boundaries between before and after blur because your consciousness has started sampling data from multiple probability streams. You'll also notice emotional intensity increasing. Joy arrives in sudden waves, followed by brief periods of emptiness, the field adjusting to new frequency bandwidths. Think of it as quantum turbulence, the feeling of moving faster than your nervous system can process. Most people misinterpret these sensations as instability or burnout, but for those awakening, it's confirmation your field is accelerating. Your system is recalibrating to handle higher vibrational velocity. Here's the truth when time feels distorted. It's because your consciousness has stepped into the control room of reality. You're not trapped inside the timeline anymore, you're beginning to steer it. So if lately you've felt that strange, quickening déjà vu, synchronicities, the sense that events echo before they happen, it's not coincidence. It's your acceleration code activating. What you're feeling isn't chaos. It's the frequency of speed preparing your system for coherence. The next indicator that your quantum field is ready for speed isn't external at all. It's emotional. Before every major reality shift, the heart begins broadcasting stronger frequencies than the mind can decode. You might feel sudden waves of sadness, euphoria, or nostalgia for no logical reason. These are not mood swings, they're frequency surges. Bursts of energy your nervous system emits while calibrating to higher timelines. You may also experience moments of deep stillness, as if reality itself pauses to listen. In that silence, your emotional field is reprogramming. The joy, grief, or tension that surface now are not regressions, they are release codes. Every emotion is energy moving toward coherence. Each tear, each heartbeat, each sigh carries quantum data into alignment. Then come the dreams, vivid, cinematic, hyper-real. You awaken from them feeling as though you lived an entire lifetime somewhere else. Sometimes you receive messages, numbers, or faces that later appear in waking reality. This is not imagination. During sleep, your consciousness travels across probability fields, rehearsing timelines that are preparing to merge into your waking experience. Dreams of flight, light, or radiant cities often indicate your energy field expanding beyond three-dimensional boundaries. Nightmares, on the other hand, are frequency purges, the psyche emptying outdated codes that can't exist in the higher vibration. So if your emotions have intensified and your dreams have turned luminous or surreal, don't resist. It means your system is online. You are remembering how multidimensional you truly are. The trembling in your chest, the tears without cause, the sudden déjà vu upon waking, these are not random phenomena. They are quantum readiness signals. Your emotions are the tuning fork of the field. Your dreams are its holographic rehearsal. Together, they whisper the same truth. The shift has already begun. Every quantum shift begins with a silent synchronization, a moment when two internal frequencies lock into perfect rhythm. Those frequencies are not mystical concepts. They live inside you, pulsing right now. As your heart and brain, together, they are the dual engines that generate your personal reality field. The brain is electric, it projects. The heart is magnetic, it attracts. The brain sends out information as electrical patterns of thought, while the heart broadcasts emotion as magnetic resonance. When these two frequencies are out of tune, your signal to the universe becomes fragmented, like static on an untuned radio. The result is delay, confusion, or mixed manifestations. But when they synchronize, something extraordinary happens. The mind's electric waves and the heart's magnetic field merge into a single coherent torus, a self-sustaining energy vortex that bends probability around you. In that precise moment, you stop sending requests to the universe and start broadcasting reality itself. Heart math researchers have measured this coherence. Scientifically, the heart's electromagnetic field expands several feet beyond the body, influencing brainwave patterns and emotional stability. But what those measurements can't capture is the mystical threshold that occurs when this coherence becomes total. When you feel peace so deep it vibrates through your cells, that stillness isn't emptiness. It's the 0 point. The instant when your entire field aligns with the frequency of your chosen reality, time collapses. Possibilities converge, and experience rearranges around your coherence signature. Most people try to think their way into new realities, but thought alone can't collapse the wave. Only coherent emotion harmonized with clear intention, can translate potential into form. So the fastest way to shift isn't to think harder. It's to breathe yourself into alignment. The next phase of this journey will reveal exactly how. The brain is the signal, the heart is the amplifier. When they sing in unison, reality listens. When your heart and brain lock into coherence, something extraordinary happens inside the quantum field. Time begins to lose authority. You enter what physicists call the collapse point, the instant when wave potential becomes solid experience. It's not gradual, it's immediate. Reality folds itself around the vibration you are emitting. You felt this before, those moments when everything slows down during deep peace, or when synchronicities cluster around you, so precisely it feels like reality is responding in real time. That's because it is. Your coherence compresses timelines. Instead of waiting for cause and effect to play out, your energy field jumps the queue, drawing outcomes through resonance rather than effort. The mind experiences this as flow, but at the quantum level, it's far more profound. Your frequency becomes so precise that it reorganizes the probability field. The observer and the observed merge. You're no longer trying to manifest, you're witnessing the field rearranging itself to match your coherence. In this state, the body becomes a living conduit for creation. Brain waves stabilize, heart rhythms smooth, and your electromagnetic field begins to hum at a measurable frequency of gratitude and expansion. It's as if you've entered a corridor between moments, the space where miracles slip through. But here's the paradox. You can't reach the collapse point by chasing it. The more you try, the further it moves away. It appears only in surrender, when thought quiets, emotion softens, and breath bridges both. That is the secret speed of manifestation, not velocity of motion, but velocity of surrender. The instant you stop grasping, coherence peaks, and the field, sensing no resistance, collapses into alignment. The moment you release the need to make it happen is the moment it happens. You can study coherence forever, read every book, quote every mystic, but until you embody it, the knowledge remains theoretical. The quantum field doesn't respond to what you know, it responds to what you are. That's the bridge between understanding and creation embodiment. To embody means to let information become vibration. It's when ideas stop living in your mind and begin pulsing through your nervous system as felt reality. You stop repeating, "I am abundant." You breathe as abundance. You stop visualizing peace. You move as peace. When coherence becomes embodiment, there's no longer a you trying to align. The alignment is already happening through you. It's like a radio tower that doesn't decide what to broadcast. It simply transmits its natural frequency. In that moment, you become the field. Every breath emits a code. Every gesture adjusts probability. This is where quantum practice transforms into quantum being. You realize that manifestation is not about changing matter. It's about matching matter's frequency from within. When your inner vibration equals your desired reality, the field recognizes no separation. It collapses instantly, not through effort, but through equivalence. You've probably felt glimpses of this state, those brief moments when life flows effortlessly, when people appear at the right time, when everything clicks without planning. That's coherence embodied. In those moments, you're not manifesting, you're remembering. Embodiment doesn't require perfection. It requires presence. Coherence doesn't demand control. It demands consistency of awareness. The fastest shifters on this planet aren't the most disciplined or knowledgeable. They're the most embodied. They feel the frequency of their future until the universe has no choice but to agree. When the knowledge leaves your head and lives in your heartbeat, you stop studying the field. You start being it. Before any shift can occur, you must first step into silence, not the absence of sound, but the absence of resistance. This is the quantum still point, the entry gate of every reality jump. Here, the mind softens, the body loosens, and your awareness returns to its natural state, pure observation. To reach it, sit or stand where you can feel your spine lengthen. Close your eyes. Breathe in through the nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 2, and exhale through the mouth for 6. Do this 3 times. With each exhale, imagine you're releasing the static of thought, the loops, the questions, the background noise of control. After the 3rd breath, let the rhythm continue naturally. Don't force it. The goal isn't to breathe perfectly, it's to be breathed by the field. Feel how air moves on its own, how your chest rises without command. This is your first surrender, allowing life to move you. In this stillness, you'll sense the edges of your awareness expanding. Thoughts may appear like clouds, drifting but harmless. Don't chase them. Don't resist them. Just notice. Beneath them is the quiet hum, the vibrational tone of your consciousness. That hum is the bridge between dimensions. If emotions arise, welcome them. They're only energies dissolving into neutrality. The still point is not emotionless, it's emotion in harmony. After about a minute, you'll feel something subtle, a soft pulsing between your temples and chest. That is your brain and heart beginning to sync, the first spark of coherence. Don't analyze it. Let it happen. This is the moment the outer world pauses. Time thins. Your thoughts lose gravity. The mind no longer drives. Awareness does. In the quantum still point, you're not the thinker or the doer. You're the space in which thought and doing dissolve. Now that you've entered the still point, it's time to awaken the most powerful magnetic engine in your body, the heart field. This is where quantum acceleration truly begins. The brain may interpret reality, but the heart transmits it. When you expand your heart field, you expand the reality available to you. Place your right hand over your chest and your left hand slightly below the navel. Take a slow breath in. This time, through the heart itself, imagine the air flowing directly into that center. Feel the warmth gather beneath your palm. With each inhale, whisper internally, I am safe to open. And with each exhale, I am coherent with love. This isn't poetry, it's physics. Emotion generates magnetic coherence. And love, not sentiment, but pure acceptance, is the highest stabilizing frequency known. As you breathe this way for several cycles, notice how the warmth becomes light, how the light begins to pulse outward from your chest in gentle waves. That pulse is measurable. Scientists have detected that the heart's electromagnetic field extends several feet beyond the body, but metaphysically, it extends infinitely, connecting you to every timeline where your highest self already exists. Let that realization soften you. You don't need to create love. It's the fundamental vibration of the field itself. All you're doing is tuning back to it. If emotions rise, joy, grief, gratitude, let them move. The heart expands through feeling, not through suppression. After a minute or two, imagine your heart field as a radiant sphere expanding in all directions. It fills the room, then the sky, then beyond. There's no boundary, no separation, only frequency. Stay here for a few breaths longer, until you sense that the warmth has turned into still power, a steady hum that feels like home. That's coherence taking shape. The heart doesn't ask how, it simply becomes the vibration that makes how irrelevant. Now that your heart field is radiant and steady, it's time to unite it with the brain, to create a loop of energy so harmonious that your entire body becomes a living antenna of coherence. This is the synchronization loop, the bridge between thought and feeling, between mind and field. Place your awareness simultaneously in two places, the center of your chest and the middle of your forehead. Imagine a golden current flowing upward from your heart to your head as you inhale. Then, as you exhale, visualize that same current flowing back down from your brain into your heart. Continue this circular motion. Like an infinity symbol, breathe slowly, letting this current move at its own pace. With each loop, the connection strengthens, the chatter of thought quiets, replaced by the gentle rhythm of inner communication. The brain begins to listen to the heart instead of overriding it. If your mind wanders, to bring it back to the breath's movement, up on the inhale, down on the exhale. Feel how the circuit grows warmer, smoother, more alive. After a few minutes, you may sense a subtle vibration rising along your spine, a hum that connects every cell. That's coherence expanding through your nervous system, merging electrical and magnetic fields into a single pulse. You might even feel a wave of light moving upward. Allow it. You're not imagining it. You're witnessing energy becoming form. In this state, the heart and brain stop functioning as separate organs. They behave as one biofield, a luminous loop transmitting your new frequency into the quantum fabric. This is where alignment ceases to be a concept and becomes a sensation. The mind no longer commands, it communicates. The heart no longer reacts, it guides. With every breath, you're writing your new timeline into the field. One heartbeat, one thought, one loop of light at a time. You've entered stillness, expanded the heart, and linked it with the mind. Now you stand at the threshold where thought becomes form, the command of collapse. This is the instant when your coherent frequency instructs the field to crystallize into a specific reality. Take one more slow inhale. As you reach the peak of your breath, feel the entire circuit, heart, brain, breath, and field vibrating as one luminous system. Then, as you exhale, whisper inwardly, I am coherent with my highest timeline. Don't repeat it. Don't try to feel something dramatic. Just allow the phrase to echo once through, your being like a tuning fork striking truth. Right after the exhale, there's a brief pause, a space between breaths where no movement exists. That is the 0 point, the quantum window. In that stillness, imagine your desired reality flickering for just a second, a single frame of the life that already belongs to you. See it once, then let it dissolve completely. Do not hold it. Do not chase it. The surrender is the command. The moment you let go, the wave collapses, and the field rearranges. You might feel a shiver, warmth, or nothing at all. It doesn't matter. The transmission is complete. The coherence breath has rewritten your frequency, and the quantum computer that is reality has received its code. Now, return to natural breathing. Notice how peaceful the body feels, how quiet the mind is. That calmness is the new vibration anchoring. Creation doesn't respond to effort. It responds to certainty wrapped in surrender. You've just executed the fastest quantum technique: 5 breaths, 1 alignment, 0 resistance. From this point forward, reality no longer needs your supervision. It's already listening. The technique is complete, but integration is where the real mastery begins. A quantum shift isn't a single event, it's a new baseline. And to stabilize it, you must learn to recognize when your frequency drifts, when your coherence begins to fade. This fading often feels subtle. It's not dramatic or catastrophic. These are the early signs of frequency lag, when the body temporarily slips back into the slower vibration of old timelines. You'll know it's happening because reality stops flowing. Coïncidence pause. Synchronicities disappear, and everything feels slightly heavier. This doesn't mean you've lost your shift. It means your field is calling for recalibration. Instead of reacting, pause. The moment you notice the drag, take 3 coherence breaths. 1 to still the mind, 1 to reopen the heart, and 1 to reconnect both. You'll feel the resistance dissolve within seconds. Reality will click again. Like here's aligning. Think of these moments not as setbacks, but as checkpoints. Every time you recenter, you strengthen your new timeline's stability. The universe doesn't expect perfection, it mirrors rhythm. What you maintain consistently becomes your dominant frequency. Even a few seconds of coherence, practiced often, are far more powerful than hours of forced positivity. Integration isn't about staying high vibe all day. It's about recognizing when you've slipped and gently returning to center. Because mastery isn't control, it's remembrance. The moment you catch the lag, you collapse it. Awareness itself is acceleration. So as you move through your day, brushing your teeth, walking to work, answering messages, remember every breath is an opportunity to return to coherence. The shift doesn't happen in rituals, it happens in rhythm. Reality shifts not through massive effort, but through small, rhythmic acts of awareness. Once you understand coherence, the next step is to weave it into ordinary life until it becomes who you are. The fastest shifters are not those who meditate for hours, but those who maintain alignment in the middle of traffic, meetings, and chaos. Every moment is a portal back to coherence. When you wake, before touching your phone, place a hand over your heart and whisper, "I remember." Feel the pulse under your palm and notice how the day responds differently when you begin from presence instead of reaction. As you move through the day, practice micropauses. Before you speak, before you choose, before you respond, take 1 conscious breath. Sense whether the impulse comes from fear or harmony. This half-second of awareness is enough to redirect an entire timeline. During stress, return to simplicity. Breathe in through the heart. Exhale through the mind. This reverses the polarity of anxiety, magnetic coherence, dissolving electrical chaos. Within 3 breaths, the body re-enters flow. Before sleep, close your eyes and replay one moment of the day that felt peaceful. See it glowing like a candle in your heart. Let gratitude expand around it. You are teaching your subconscious that coherence is your resting state, not a temporary miracle. And whenever you forget, because you will smile softly and say, "I return to coherence now." The field doesn't judge delay, it responds to awareness. The instant you remember, the shift restarts. This is how coherence becomes lifestyle instead of technique, through small, repeated anchors of presence. Your nervous system learns to hold light as easily as it once held stress. Do not wait for sacred spaces or perfect moods. Every breath is an altar. Every heartbeat is an initiation. Coherence is not a state you enter, it's the rhythm you remember.